Hello, let's take a look at what we can do within Claude.ai to help us organise and find our prompts. There are two aspects to this. I am in my paid plan here, but there is actually functionality that's available in the free, which is this section here that's called starred. So what you can do, you can create a prompt conversation, which I've just pasted one in here back to our editor prompt. And what you can do is, if you notice at the top right hand side, you have the option to click to star that chat. So if I click that now, what you will notice is I now have an option underneath starred, ruthless report critique. So if I go back to the home page, I can easily find that again. So once more, I would recommend that you don't star hundreds and hundreds of your conversations, but you could see here that maybe 10 or so would be easily accessible in the menu on the left to allow you to quickly go back in, carry on the conversation, or if you wanted to just copy and paste that prompt to start again in a new chat, you can do that easily. But one of the bits of functionality that's available once you upgrade on the professional plan is something called Projects, which is Claude's equivalent, similar to custom GPTs. So if I click on Projects, I have the option here to create a project, and I can give that a name, and it asks me to say what am I working on and what am I trying to achieve. So I could say here that this is a report critic. Give me strong feedback on reports to help me get better, and then click create project. And what we have the option to do here, so that's just an ordinary conversation window until we do something. So in the right hand side we have the option to add project knowledge. So again, we can add documents, as it says here, you can add PDFs, documents or other text that Claude can reference in every conversation. So in this context, if we had 2 or 3 different documents that explained how to criticise a report or how to edit a report, that might be helpful information to have access to. But similarly to in the last module, we've got quite detailed instructions that we want to repeat and repeat. So what you can do here instead is set project instructions. So that's what I'm going to do here, and it says provide Claude with relevant instructions and information for chats within Report Critic. This will work alongside user preferences and the selected style. So I'm going to copy and paste that prompt in again and click Save Instructions. And you can see in the right hand side here, it gives you a hint of what the instructions are. So what we could do then, now we're actually in this, is please give me feedback. And it will now refer to the custom instructions, so it just thinks about it for a moment. And it says, I don't see a report, please share it. So what we can do with Claude is we can upload. So again, if I choose the documents that I used last time, it's uploaded, and I'm going to hit return on that. And while the style is slightly different to ChatGPT, it is doing what I've asked it to do, which is critique this prompt as your demanding boss. And it's giving me bullets about structure, content issues, implementation gaps, and the solutions that are required. And you can see it's actually taken it to heart about being harsh. It says fix these issues or scrap the whole framework. Current version is too bloated for practical use. So it's interesting the slight nuances that you get between how the different models interpret the exact same prompt. And in this particular case, I don't think Claude is working as well as ChatGPT is for this particular prompt. So this is an example where you might want to iterate and try a slightly different approach to see if you get a better result or the result that you are actually expecting. But again, back to the topic in hand, we now have two ways to access a prompt that we want to use again and again. One is by accessing it in the starred menu here, and I can copy and paste, or I can upload the document and ask it to run that critique against it, or I can go back into my projects. I have this report critic, and I can upload a new document and get the same critical feedback on a new document nice and quickly and nice and easily. I hope that's been helpful for you.